Throughout my years of coaching, I've discovered that there are four categories or four levels of women. I already know you want to feel like you have it all under control. You want to feel like you're thriving in your life and not just in one area. You want to feel like you're thriving in every area of your life. So today, I want you to do some self diagnosing. I'm going to break down exactly why what you've been doing isn't working to create the life that you love, to help you become the woman you want to be. We're going to talk about why all the things that you've been doing aren't working. And I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to be working on over the next 30 days in order to move closer to being the woman that you already know you were created to be. Happy New Year, my friends. I hope you all had a wonderful, relaxing, amazing holiday season and that you are really feeling like you're ready to turn it up in this next year, in this new year. 2022 is going to be your year. This is your year. Go ahead and claim it, decide it, determine it, put it out there. This is your year. And this week, what we're going to do is some self diagnosing. If you remember from podcast episode 1, we talked about four categories of women, including the dangerous woman. Women who want to feel like they have it all together without doing everything, without doing it all, who want to kick overwhelm and guilt to the curb, and who want to really love the life that they're living in every aspect, but haven't quite figured out how to make it all work together at the same time, fall into one of these categories. Each category is struggling with something different, and each category requires something different to overcome those obstacles in order to move to the next level. And I told you each week we're going to be working together towards becoming dangerous, no matter where you are right now, no matter what stage you're currently in. So today, I'm going to help you figure out exactly where you stand and tell you what you need to be focusing on over the next 30 days so that you can actually move to your next level and see some progress. So let's just start off with the dangerous woman. Remember, that's where we're all headed. We're all becoming dangerous women. The dangerous woman is a woman who is living in complete alignment with who she is. She's learned how to set boundaries and she's already overcome people pleasing. She's built and fostered these beautiful, mutually beneficial relationships with the people in her life because she's already learned how to manage conflict. She knows how to respond to conflict versus reacting to it or avoiding it. A dangerous woman is a woman who wakes up in the morning already feeling good about herself. And when she doesn't wake up feeling good about herself, she knows exactly what she needs to do in order to get back to feeling good about herself. She knows how to quickly rebound anytime she's down. She embraces all of her emotions, the whole range of them. She doesn't feel like she needs to avoid moments where she doesn't feel perfect or feel happy. The dangerous woman is a woman who is doing exactly what she dreams about doing in her life, in every area of her life. She feels purposeful in her career and in her relationships. She is solid on who she is. She is confident and bold, unapologetic about who she is. She knows what she needs to focus on in order to reach her goals. She's clear on the steps that it will take. And anytime she feels unclear, she knows how to raise her hand and ask for help and ask for guidance. A dangerous woman never feels like she has to be strong or that she has to be society's version of an independent woman. She embraces vulnerability. The reason that we are all working towards being a dangerous woman and fully embodying that is that when you are a dangerous woman, you know how to utilize all of your experiences to create a life of abundance, of harmony, alignment, fulfillment, and of purpose. I mean, isn't that what we all want in the long run? Isn't that what we all want? I mean, when you think about it and you get past all of the fluffy talk about peace and just being happy, don't you really want to live abundantly? I mean, overflowing abundance, not just in finances, but in relationships, in love, in your ability to be at peace, to have a life that feels full, like it's bursting at the seams full. You want to have a life that feels meaningful because it is meaningful, where you are contributing at the highest level in this world, to the point where it just literally makes your heart sing. So much so that it makes you look back over all the parts of your life that you might have considered in the past to be like the lousy parts of your life, the bad parts of your life. It makes you look back at those parts of your life and it makes you say without a doubt that it was worth it. In order to live the life and be the woman that you are now, it was worth it. It was worth all of the struggle. It was worth all of the pain. That's what I'm talking about. So, before getting there, let's talk about the other three categories and where you may be right now. Now, caveat, disclaimer, remember, we are not looking at this from a place of judgment. No judgy judgments allowed here. That does not mean that you necessarily had to be happy about where you are right now. You may not be. I want you to know it is okay for you to feel sad or to feel disappointed or to even feel frustrated. But I want you to know that this is just baseline information. And even if you are disappointed in where you are right now, it's okay. I want you to practice thinking this thought as we go through this. I'm working every day to become the woman I know I was created to be. And practice thinking that thought every time that inner mean girl tries to remind you of where you are versus where you want to be in life. So it's okay. So first, let's talk about the first level. The first category of woman is the disconnected woman. This stage is defined by feelings of overwhelm, lack of control, and people pleasing. In this stage, you are aware that there's things in life that are not the way that you want them to be. You want to change, but you feel like there is nothing you can do about it. It's just the way it is. You don't set goals or make big plans. You believe that life is just happening to you. You're used to silencing your voice in order to not seem too loud or to seem too out there. When you're a disconnected woman, you wake up with a sense of complacency. Another day, it's the same thing every day. It feels like you're just going through the motions daily. You did all the things that they said that you should do in order to have this perfect, amazing, good life. You went to school, you got the job, you got married, had kids, whatever. You still keep wondering, what you missed. Why doesn't your life feel amazing? You want to do more in every part of your life. You just can't see how it would be possible. So you follow the same routine day after day after day. You don't have time to dream big or set scary goals. That's for other people who just have it together already. And you believe there are some people that just have it together. If only you had more time like other people do, maybe things would be different for you. You're so busy being everything to everybody, you couldn't possibly find the time to do anything more. You think that maybe later, after the kids are older, after you reach a certain level in your career, or after you get that degree or certification. And even if you did set a big goal, what would people think if you failed? You might look foolish or stupid, and people would probably judge you. You've settled into life just being okay. There isn't anything more you can do, anyways. That's how you feel. And somehow you find comfort in the monotony of the everyday routine. It feels safe for you. Your life isn't terrible. You just wish there could be something more. You wish you could make it feel more amazing. You've tried talking to your friends, crowdsourcing advice and guidance and direction. You've had the accountability partners, you've joined challenges for group motivation, and it seems to work for a little while until it doesn't. until you find yourself falling back into patterns of self sabotage and procrastination, people pleasing, until you hit a road bump and can't figure out how to move past it. It's not working because there is something wrong with you. Let me say that again. There is nothing wrong with you. When you are a disconnected woman, it simply means that you haven't quite yet believed that it's possible for it to be any different for you. You haven't challenged the thoughts that this is just the way you are, just the way you've always been. You haven't fought the thought that this is how it will always be. You haven't challenged and thought that that might not be true. You haven't questioned what you've always thought and believed to be true about you, about who you are, about what you're capable of. And this is where your willingness to be wrong about yourself is going to move you forward. The more you are willing to challenge those long-standing beliefs, to begin to question their validity, the more quickly you're going to be able to move to your next level. So for the next 30 days, here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want you to focus on. I just want you to start questioning the thoughts that you have about yourself. Your homework is to write down everything you believe to be true about you. Then I want you to take each one of those thoughts and I want you to ask yourself, where is this not true? I want you to find examples in your life of when those negative thoughts, those self-defeating thoughts were not true. The other thing I want you to do is to start thinking in possibility. So I want you to write out just one of the goals that you have, one goal that you want to achieve. And the only thing I want you to focus on is believing that it's possible. Telling yourself it could be possible that this could happen for me. You don't have to figure it out. In fact, I don't want you to figure out the steps. I don't want you to even take any steps. I just want you to practice moving closer and closer towards believing that it is possible for you to achieve this one goal. Every time your brain shows you all the reasons you couldn't achieve it, I want you to gently move yourself back towards the thought, but what if it was possible? And maybe it is possible. It could be possible. All the versions of that. I want you to gently move without judging yourself for thinking the opposite of that. Move back to that. 30 days. That is all I want you to focus on, my friends. That's it. Then we have the next level, which is the conventional woman. Conventional women are your team players. They are your go-tos when you need to get anything done. They're the ones that you call. They're dependable to everyone else, but they are constantly letting themselves down and putting themselves on the back burner. When you're a conventional woman, you wake up ready to go. You are ready to take on the world. You are determined that this time it's going to be different. You are motivated to make changes. You're driven to create a life that you really love. And you finally believe that it's possible. So you're past that stage and you believe that it's possible for you and you're excited and eager to make things better. And you've tried it all. You've bought tons of self-help books. You've read all the blogs from influencers who already have it together. You scroll social media to see what works for other people. And you watch YouTube videos from those motivational and inspirational gurus and speakers and coaches. You research endlessly, looking for just the right steps to help you be successful. You create a plan of action. You start a journal because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what all the gurus say that you're supposed to do. And you fill out your calendar with all of the details of your plan. You're going to change everything you don't like, and you're going to change it all at once. If other people can do it, you can do it too. You're excited about your plans and you can't wait to see the positive changes. That is, until you have to actually implement your plan. It's not as easy as you thought it would be. And one weekend, you are already researching another way to achieve your goals. Maybe one that's a little less difficult. Maybe one that doesn't require you to do anything that makes you uncomfortable. Or maybe you should just take baby steps or even lower your expectations. Your dream might have been a little bit too big, so you start backpedaling. and compromising and making yourself be okay with a smaller dream, with a smaller goal. You start and stop over and over and over again. You're frustrated because you can't figure out what is wrong with you. You start to make excuses because it feels like you're failing. You fall back into just being busy, because at least when you're just busy, it makes you feel like you're productive and like you're moving forward somehow, even if it isn't getting you any closer to living your dream, to achieving your goals. So you beat yourself up and you judge yourself pretty harshly. You feel like you should be able to make things happen at this point. You feel ashamed because you believe you should be able to just figure it out and get it done. Here is why none of the things that you have been doing are working for you in the long term. And I'm just going to be honest with you, girl, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. For real. You're focusing on everything and trying to change everything all at once. And you're spending most of your time looking for someone to hand over the hidden secrets, the plan, the steps to success, because you don't trust yourself. You're looking at everyone else that seems to have it together and you're ready to follow them until it doesn't work quickly enough. Then you move to another solution. You move to another plan, somebody else's guidebook. So what ends up happening is that you feel like you're doing all of this work, you're doing a lot of work, but you're not getting any results. So you end up being frustrated and caught in this endless loop. So here's what I want you to focus on over the next 30 days. I want you to identify a goal that you've already been working on. You've already done all the research. You already know all of the things. One goal. And you're already at a place where you believe it's possible for you. So I want you to continue in that possibility that you can reach the goal. But what I want you to do is to trust yourself enough to choose one path, one way, one method you can consistently work on over the next 30 days to achieve your goal or to get closer to achieving your goal. And do not change it. I want you to commit to moving towards your goal consistently in the same way for 30 days, even when it looks like it isn't working. And while you're doing this, I want you to journal about it because all the feelings are going to come up. Now, of course, I don't want you to spend all of 2022 committing to a method or a plan that's not working, but it's important for you over the next 30 days that you learn how to stay committed to what you say you're going to do. This is developing that muscle of self-trust for you. I want you to document all of the roller coaster of feelings that you have, because you're going to have them. It's going to feel like it's not working. You're going to want to quit. You're going to want to try something different. But I want you to remind yourself that you are a woman who commits and follows through on what you say you're going to do. Remember, get that Dangerous Woman manifesto. This is who you are. You commit to doing what you say you're going to do. So for 30 days, that's all I want you to do. Commit to consistently working towards your goal in this same manner without switching. Finally, what we have is the motivated woman. Now, this is actually where most people feel like they want to land, because this is a place where it feels like you have arrived. This is where, from the outside looking in, it looks like you got it all together. You've got the career, you've got the relationships, the house, the kids, the purse and shoe collection, but you still feel guilty because no matter how much you gain or how much you achieve, you can never fill that inner void of not feeling fulfilled. So you chase the next accomplishment, the next title, the next handbag, or the next Instagrammable vacation, always in search of something to make you feel complete and whole. You rarely ever even slow down to acknowledge the accomplishments that you have made before you start moving on to the next one. You have really big visions for your life. You just can't figure out how to make it all fit together. You're over buying the courses. You're over watching the YouTube videos. You're over, trying to find a quick fix for the solution. And right now, you are really ready to do what it takes to create an amazing, sustainable life. You are past the excitement and motivation. And now you're totally committed to getting the results. You're willing to do what is necessary, both mentally and physically, emotionally. You're ready to do those things. And you've had some really great wins. And you're feeling good about where you are in life. Your main goal at this stage is that you want to be the best you can in every area of your life. You have big goals that you're setting, even if at this stage you got a lot of goals and some of them you're not sharing them with anybody. They're secret. You figured out that some of the things that you've done in the past, you figured out they don't work. You already know that some of the patterns, some of the thoughts, some of the things that you've done don't work for you and don't give you the results that you want. You know at this point that you need support, accountability, and you need someone to help you see where your blind spots are. You are aware that there are things that you believed about yourself, that you believe them to be true all of your life and for so long. And you know at this point that it's going to take an outsider looking in to really help you uproot all of those thoughts and those beliefs and those behaviors that have kept you from being the woman that you know you were created to be and living the life that you want to live. You're over trying to do it by yourself, and you're no longer willing to settle in any area of your life. You don't want to settle for less anymore. You still can't, however, seem to figure out how it would all be possible, in the sense that you could do all of the things that you want to do without dropping balls, like dropping anything or missing something in another area of your life. You struggle at this stage to make decisions, and you spend a lot of time in confusion and overwhelm. So there's a lot of confusion and overwhelm about what exactly you need to do next. What is the next step? You believe it's possible for you to have it all. You just aren't clear on what it would look like and how you could actually make all of that happen. You still beat yourself up. You still judge yourself. But at this stage, you've learned to have a little more patience and gratitude and compassion. You've learned to have a little more grace with yourself at this stage. You feel like you should be able to make things happen still, but you're open at this point to raising your hand to ask for help. You're open to investing in yourself and trying something different. You know that you probably could eventually get there on your own, but you're tired of waiting. You're tired of waiting on the better results. You want lasting results, and you want to shortcut the timeline to getting them, and you're willing to do the work at this stage. Things are good for you, but you're ready for amazing. You're craving a higher level of accountability, support, and encouragement. You want someone to help you gain clarity and help you create a plan of action that is specific for you. That's not a cookie cutter. That is not a plan for everybody. It's specific for you and your goals and your dreams. The reason why what you've been doing in the past is not working for you is because you're stuck in confusion. You can see it, you believe it's possible, you just cannot figure out at this stage the clear path to make it actually happen. And even if you could, you can't imagine how in the world you would have the time to make it happen. You're spending too much time in indecision and confusion. You've learned not to try and take on everything at this point, but you waver in making decisions. Any decision, you waver in making those at all. So your 30-day focus is going to be to find support and to begin to take decisive action, high level decisive action. Your support can be a therapist, a coach, a strong accountability partner, or a group, someone other than you, girl. Someone other than you that can call you out on your BS and keep you in motion. You need to establish your dream team. You're past the DIY stage at this point. You're ready to move to the next level, and investing in yourself is going to give you the cheat codes you need to shortcut the timeline, investing in yourself is going to be your next level. That is a breakthrough for a lot of people in achieving all the things you want in your life. Now, I'm not going to tell you what you need exactly. I'm just telling you that at this point, for you to move to your next level, you're so close to dangerous, right? In order to get there, you need to find support and make the personal investment, whether it be in time, money, or both, to receive the help that is going to catapult you forward. This is the work that I do with my clients. Most of them, when they start working with me, when we start working together, they're generally at conventional or the motivated stage. My gift is being able to help them move from one level to the next, to develop the mindset that makes them dangerous in every area of their life. Not perfect, not ever feeling crappy or bad, but being so sold on their ability to always get back to dangerous, to always feel confident that they can handle any feeling, any emotion that life throws at them. They know they can handle it, and they know that they can bounce back stronger every time. That's the work that we do in coaching. Okay, so there you have it. I want you to establish where you are right now and focus only on that assignment. That was for that category. That's the only thing that I want you to do, is to focus on that assignment for your category. I don't want you to worry about where anyone else is or what the other levels and categories are doing. I want you to focus on you, what you need to do over the next 30 days, and work your way up to the dangerous woman level. And here's our final question for this week. Before you start your level assigned homework, I want you to answer this question. In 30 days, I want to believe that it is possible for me to, and fill in the blank. In 30 days, I want to believe that it is possible for me to, fill in the blank. I am so excited. I can't even tell you how excited I am about what you're going to do this year. The things that you're going to achieve and accomplish, the breakthroughs, the growth, the mindset growth that's going to change your whole life. The things that you're going to do is going to blow you. You're going to blow your own mind, my friend. Thank you so much for listening. I am so happy to be on this journey with you. And there are two things that I want you to do. Number one, if you have not already, we keep talking about this, you got to download this manifesto, the Dangerous Woman Manifesto, and read it daily. I want you to put it somewhere where you can see it so that you can read it daily. You can get the link from the notes of this video and any of the other videos. It should be attached to there. I want you to download that. And second, I want you to subscribe to this channel and subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss an episode. Because I told you, we're turning it up. We're on some next level stuff here, and I don't want you to miss an episode. I want you to stay connected so that you can see the growth and really start to live the life that you've been dreaming about. It's possible for you. I promise you it's possible. And I would love for you to leave a review. If you have found these videos, this podcast helpful at all, leave a review for your girl. So I am, again, so happy to be on this journey with you. And I want you to tell me in the comments what you're most excited for this year. And I will see you next week.